May all physical, verbal, and mental behaviors, feelings, thoughts, recalls, emotions, deluded viewpoints, tenacious opinions, meanings, greed, anger, and delusions, all karma of the mind of all groups of beings in all realms of existence, from the past until the present. Any speeches or verbal acts that have been performed since the past until the present are considered as verbal karma. These are verbal fabrications within the physical world and samsara, but do not purify themselves. They cause mutual karma among one another by way of opinions and meanings. They are words and speeches that satisfy firm attachment to one's opinions and meanings, which ties the delusive attachment to the desire together. It causes fixation to verbal behaviors. These verbal behaviors don't give purification to themselves. Thus, they become the samudaya. They are both causes of suffering and suffering given to the samsara. May all physical behaviors expressed towards the physical world and samsara, towards all beings, all graces, and the grace of the triple gem since the first Buddha time, and in every Buddha era in every period of time. Any of the offensive behaviors towards the grace of the triple gem, all graces, including all benefactors, fathers, and mothers, which have been performed prior to the beginning of Buddha eras, prior to the first Buddha time. This leads to samsara of coarse and crude behaviors. May all Buddhas and all the Mahabuddhas preside over this forgiveness statement for all karmic behaviors of both humans and non-humans, of all groups of beings in all realms of existence, from the past until the present, be forgiven from now on. Everything ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. May we declare removal of all desires and expectations overlaying physical, verbal, and mental behaviors. May we declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations for worldly and spiritual practices. They create pride and discrimination, separation of oneself and others, oneself and samsara, oneself and the enlightenment. May we declare removal and cancellation of all fixation to opinions, meanings, to all concepts, values of knowledges, and all values given to anything whatsoever. We have to declare removal and cancellation of all concepts, ideas, all the limitations of the mind. It's because there is a habit of grasping, holding on to any state of mind, whether it is thought, memories, feelings, emotions, sustaining or maintaining any practices, whether it is worldly practices or spiritual practices. They are the cause of the suffering itself. They are the suffering itself. Any maintaining state of mind, whether it is stillness, indifference, equanimity, loving kindness, this is the cause of the suffering itself, and it is itself the suffering. Period. It creates realms of existence within the mind, realms of Dharma within the mind, realms of spiritual attainment within the mind. Therefore, we need to not maintain and sustain the mind, feelings, thoughts, memories, emotions, any states, stillness, indifference, equanimity, loving kindness, whatever, peaceful mind, whatever. This is a state of realms of existence, no exception, because it creates realm of existence of samsara. Samsara inside and outside is reflecting each other, all the same. Therefore, use the auto-purification auto-purifying reminders, but not to hold on to the reminders. If you're stuck with the reminders, then use another sentence to clear it. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with attachment, detachment, or non-attachment. Nothing is significant within attachment, detachment, or non-attachment. Everything. This will not create any trace of karma. It is not a cause of karma. Therefore, it can clear out and purify all types of sufferings, all causes of sufferings, because it brightens the mind from any state that is stuck in itself. Any maintaining of the mind creates limitations in itself. And it varies as well. It never stays still because it is the state of anicca, impermanent, ever-changing. And it is anatta, it is non-self and meaningless because it's non-attached to itself. Therefore, it is meaningless, non-self. Who is it that is maintaining any state of mind? Who is it that feels peace, peaceful, tranquil, serene? Who is it that experiences this? This is a state of mind. This is a realm of existence of the mind. This state of mind creates leading towards realm of existence in the samsara. In the 31, 32 realms of existence, from the Brahma realms until the hell realms. To be preoccupied with the mind in whatever ways will lead oneself towards these realms of existence, from the highest to the lowest. Therefore, all these realms of existence are only the cause of the suffering and the suffering itself. Brahma realms, angel realms, human realms, animal realms, hungry ghost realms, demon realms, hell realms. These are the realms of existence, the cause of the suffering and the suffering in these realms. So if you're still maintaining the mind right now, focusing on anything and maintaining what you see, maintaining what you look, it's a state of mind, and it is the cause of suffering itself. It is the suffering in itself. Knowing with grasping mind is itself the cause of the suffering and the suffering. So, in order to shift from grasping to giving, then use the self-purifying reminders. They auto-purifying themselves. Therefore, they can purify any state of mind in the surroundings and further out. No need to be doubtful or hesitate with giving. Giving materially, giving the ultimate, that which is not about this or that. Nothing is in anything. With everything from not grasping, even for the non-grasping itself. It's not about grasping or not grasping. In the societies, if you work, if you have the duty, do it for the whole, in the way like sacrifices. And when you sacrifice, it's like you renouncing from grasping, from the habit of grasping. When you do something for others, that is part of renunciation, sacrifices. It is the merit in itself, but the ultimate giving, it is giving the infinite force, that which is not about anything. Not even to hold on to the brightness itself. Brighten out for others, for everything, without holding on to the brightness. Widen out without holding on to the extensiveness. Lighten up without holding on to the lightness. Giving up the giving up itself with everything. This will not having any trace of the mind, because it's not about having the mind or no mind with everything. Of course, when you work, when you do things, you need to use awareness, you need to use concentration at times, but at the same time, lighten up beyond the lightness as well. Releasing from the releasing itself at the same time with everything. Use the reminders while you work, while you do your duty. In this way, you will not take your work seriously. You will not take it so real, because it is your payback, karmic payback. That's why you have to do such a duty, such a task, such a work. Whatever work it is, you can name it. It is from the debt of karma, debt of gratitude. But we cannot sustain and maintain any state whatsoever. Otherwise, it will create a cause of karma, cause of suffering and the suffering. So continue with giving. This body-mind is the medium of giving, of the great compassion, of the infinite force. Everything is neither about yes or no. Neither about relating or not relating. It's not conditioned by anything at all. This is giving the ultimate to all and everything, simultaneously, all at once. And we move on like this together. We will not create the cause of karma, because this leaves no trace of karma. This leaves no trace of anything called mind. So diligently open up beyond the opening itself. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with involvement or non-involvement. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with letting go or not letting go. We don't have time to search for anything right now. It's all about giving. Random searching creates confusion in itself. You get no answer anyway. We have to direct the mind in the way of giving. Giving the ultimate, giving the infinite force. Not giving something like love, which is still conditioned, which is a state of mind, which is itself a realm of existence. There is love, there is hatred. So don't create attachment with other people with our mind. Whatever you give out, it will come back to you. If you're giving something that is attachable, you create encircling, attaching to the mind with others. It is a karma in itself, and it makes yourself encircling endlessly in such an attachment. It is like that. Therefore, we don't give such a thing. There is love, there is hatred. What is it? Unconditional love. There is no such a thing. You create it in your mind yourself. Can you do that? Can you do that? And it is not to hold on to it. We cannot create attachments with other mind because it is a realm of existence in itself. It is an illusion. You make it up and you think you can make it. Go for it. It won't work. Everything doesn't mean anything. No one can grasp for anything. If you give something that is graspable, it will make you encircling in the graspable endlessly. Try it. Any limitations has to be opened up with the self-purifying reminders. They will clear out immediately without trying to letting go, without trying to get rid of any state of mind. This is not about letting go or not letting go. It is letting go of the letting go itself. It is brighten out simultaneously with everything. Everything is from neither yes or no. No is not even no itself. Scatter it into infinite universes. It is a blessing.